at the 2,000. All in. And they're off. Raffles just a little bit sluggish into stride. Electric Gold ridden at in the early stages to go forward, gets to the early lead, but Zuzan and Baysier will keep him honest in the early part of the race as they get onto the back straight, and three of them push the envelope up in front, leaving Spin Doctor racing a distant fourth. Must be 5 lengths off the leader. Zeus a further length and behind, they stretching out. Millahue is one from last, and then a further 2.5 lengths away to Raffles. So the 7-horse field covered by nearly 10 lengths down the back straight with 1,500 meters left to run, and Electric Gold at the outside of Zuzan, both of them working really hard. Electric Gold has been made to work even harder than Zuzan. Then about 2 lengths away now to Baysier, who just dropped back and let the front two crack on. Zeus races away in fourth. Then comes Spin Doctor in 5th place, and about 6 off the leader as Electric Gold finally won the battle for the lead. The pace a bit slower now at the corner of the track. Millahue one from last, and at the back of the field is Raffles, still racing around 8 lengths off the leader at the halfway stage. 1,000 meters left to run, and the favorite Electric Gold is now cleared away by 1.5 lengths. Zuzan backed out, dropped into second. Then comes Zeus, who races away in third at the outside of Zuzan. 1.5 lengths back Baysier, Millahue, Spin Doctor, they the next two, and then comes Raffles, who races at the rear of the field. 700 meters left to go. Electric Gold guides them along. The leader by 1.5 lengths over Zeus. Then comes Zuzan at the inside, the purple and white. They follow by Baysier, Millahue's in the gold and red. Spin Doctor in the lighter blue up the far side. Raffles got the entire field to get past, and now Electric Gold goes again. A 2-length leader with 3:50 left to go. Zeus second, then comes Zuzan. They follow by Millahue. Next best is Spin Doctor and Baysier. Electric Gold is still in front. Millahue charges. Zeus getting there. Then comes Zeus and Baysier in between horses, but Millahue in front. Raffles is building all the while from the back of the field, but Millahue is just gonna last. Millahue beats Baysier, Raffles third, then came Spin Doctor in fourth. That everyone forced the issue with number 1 Electric Gold, and he wasn't allowed to settle up in front. The winners two off the right hand side, that's Millahue, and the red and gold colours being gathered up by JP van der Merwe, now being sent, and he'll pick them off from near the back of the field. Raffles was building the whole while from last. Millahue just started to duck outwards with about 50 meters left to run. Baysier, lovely run. He's a good horse on the inside track. He's best on the inside track, but Millahue has their number. Now it's Progressive, rising 5-year-old.
Number 6, Millahue's come through to win here for Johan Jans van Vieren. Nice double on the card for him. Well done to these owners. You know who you are. There's so many of you, and yeah, well done to you guys. 4 career wins now. Jegisa Limited bred and JP van der Merwe aboard. I see for the first time. JP, we were just chatting off air with Johan. I mean, when you saw them going fast up there, I could actually see you from here. You were actually smiling.
Yeah, the pace was on, which made it easier for my horse. He just absolutely loved it. He drops a bit first furlong out, and then he just knows how to quicken. So with the pace I went, he just quickened even better. Yeah.
Nice for Johan to throw you a bone. Maybe he needs to throw you a few more.
Yes, definitely. Obviously nice getting support from big stables like Johan. I want to say a big thank you to Diego. I think it was Diego's horse. He just couldn't make the weight, and Diego also gave me some advice with the horse. So big thank you to Diego. Big thank you to Johan and the whole team.
Good chatting to you. Let's do this more often.
Yeah, I hope so.
Top jockey.
My sponsor, Brighton Auctioneers, big thank you as well.
Thank you, JP. Hey, top jockey, not always getting the rides he deserves, but he makes use of them. Well done. What a nice double there. And you were telling me off air when you saw that pace, you were saying, yay, this is fantastic.
Yeah, you know, funny enough, at the Vol's last 2 runs, from the beginning, we dropped him out and we let him run on just to see how he's going to do up in Joburg at Highveld. And his last 2 runs, he grabbed a little bit like the first 200 meters, and I decided to take the blinkers off today, thinking in a small field you generally go slower. So I took the blinkers off, so he doesn't pull early on. And funny enough, they went really, really hard, and I could see he's enjoying it all the way. He was. You could just see that watching the race. I was obviously following my own horse the whole way, and he was just enjoying every second of it all the way around the bend and the straight.
And the one thing I actually wrote you when I studied the form, I said, a bit worrying with the blinkers and the earmuffs off because it's been doing so well with them. And there we go. Like you said, the pace.
Yeah. For me, it was a test. Some of these gimmies can get a little bit hot at times, and I love putting a pair of earmuffs on him. But he's actually quite a chilled horse. And listen, he's a type of horse that shows us like he wants to stay, but really stay at home. So I've been quite slowly picking him up in trip. And listen, if you do go further in 2000, you're probably not going to need the blinker. So it's trial and error for us at the moment. We've obviously only had him for a couple of months. So, when you have horses from a young age and you work with them for a year and a half before they have their first start, you learn a lot more. So when you get them in training, you've got to learn as you go along. So, trial and error for us. But just he's a lovely horse to train. He's such an easygoing horse. Like a real pleasure. And just thank you to all the guys. I said to Justin early when we spoke during the summer season, I said, we're going to struggle with filling up fields in winter. Funny enough, he was supposed to be in the lower division today, and the lower division got cancelled. Only reason why I put him into this race, because I needed a horse to run. He's doing well at home, And I said to Justin, find us one or two horses that we can just have fun with through winter. And he's been a revelation.
Well done to you. Lovely double.
Thank you, and thank you to all the owners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Johan. Now we've got Daniel. This is the groom who gets to look after Millahue on a daily basis. Daniel, welcome. You've got a check for 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting. Ma'am, you've got to come into the picture. They want to see you, not just us. Well done.
Thank you very much.
It's you work for Johan. You've done a good job with this horse, and I hope that we speak to you many times. World Sports Betting, 1,500 Rand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There we go. That's Daniel. He's got the money here from World Sports Betting. The 6 Millahue. Well done. There's so many owners, I can't read them. We don't have time. You know who you are. Well done. 6-7-3-5. One more race to go out here at the Turffontein Racecourse. It is still beautiful. Nico, I don't know why you're so cold.